Hello, hi, this is Debz Cooper, Global Stressologist, calling in from New Zealand here today. Thank you for joining me. Today I'm just going to get these, I'm a little bit things, I think I've got that one sorted. Let me know if you are here live on here or if you are here watching a replay. Would be fabulous. Thank you so much. So, as I said, Debz Cooper, as some people have called me with my little accent. Thank you very much. I'm here talking about how to feel better when you aren't seeing the results. And I will say, oh my gosh, when this idea was given to me, I went, yeah, this is really open to so many people right here, right now. So I'd love you to get your pen and paper because we're going to get right into this. And when we talk about answering the results, this can cover a heck of a lot of things. A heck of a lot of things. There's so many areas in our world, spiritually, mentally, business-wise, physical. There's so much. Financial right now. We've just come back from our Christmas break. Well, in New Zealand, we have a Christmas break longer than around the other side of the world. You have yours in the middle of the year. We have ours over the Christmas, New Year period. Some people are going back to work. Some people are going back to work today. Some went back this week, some next week. And it's stirring a lot of emotion. And this is exactly what it is. This is about how to actually survive and feel better when you're not seeing the results that you had upon yourself. So, as I say that, grab your pen and paper and let's get into it. So, number one is be calm. And I'm not talking about be calm. Yeah, I'm talking about be really calm. Don't throw your tanties out there. And when I talk about your tanties, your toys out of the cot or whatever you want to call it, don't throw them. And if you do throw them, definitely don't throw them at people. The only person you can throw them at is yourself. And that may sit uncomfortably. We're clearly going to talk about that here on the call. But stop throwing your tanties. Like, this is all about owning it. So your shame and guilt will come up when you believe you haven't achieved anything. And you know what shame and guilt is, and it's such an icky situation that makes you feel so yucky that you just feel ick. So no matter what level you've achieved, it may not be good enough for your perception, or it may not be good enough for others. So this is where our shame and guilt come up. So this is about letting that shame and guilt go. And I'm going to show you how even doing any part of a task, no matter what level it is, whether you've done quarter or a third or something on those results you set out to achieve, how to actually love them and love what you did achieve over love what you didn't achieve. Keen? Did I say get pen and paper? I'm sure you did. Please tell me you got your pen and paper. So we're going right in. So number one is, what are the results you were after? You've got to get clear on what results you wanted right from the start. If you're not clear on those, then you're going to struggle all the way through this. So what are the results you were after that you wanted to see? And I say wanted because there was obviously a desperation of want. Were those results realistic? And when I say were they realistic on time frames, on actual statistics wise, and did you allow for life diversions? Because I know last year I had planned on traveling internationally. The pandemic got stronger or got weaker, whatever you want to label it. So my international travel stopped. It could have gone, but it wasn't important enough for me to travel. So when I put my realistic timeframes on, did I have international travel as something on there that I wanted to get done? Absolutely. But did I actually go, this can be moved to another year? If this happens, it can be moved to another year, because that wasn't really realistic with these life diversions in place. So life diversions can be something happening close to you, something happening around you, anything that's a life diversion. I prefer to call a life diversion because it's just a little bit softer and not as bang smack harsh as what we could. So, were your things realistic? And did you have in the life diversion? The other thing is, what we tend to do is we blame people. So can you blame someone else for this result that I wanted and didn't get? Absolutely. But is that realistic? No. There's no point blaming anyone else apart from yourself. So even if they helped you out and started doing the list with you, and then they stepped away and let you do it, or they started doing the list and you were like, yeah, this is exactly the way I want to do it, this is how I want to do it, this is what I want to get done by, and then something happened and they didn't help you, you can't blame them for that because you were involved in this. So you must take your accountability 100%. You cannot blame them. If you're going to blame them, you're going to have internal conflict, which is going to affect your mental health and your physical health. So stop blaming others. Even if they told you to do it, you said, yes, I'll do it. Reluctantly or not, you said yes. So forget that. Don't blame anyone else apart from, not me, yourself. So these are the tips I'm going to give you for this. Breathe. Now, I know we talk about breathing, but actually breathe. Acknowledge that this didn't get done and breathe. Hand on heart, breathe, whatever makes you feel better. Push right down on your chest if you have to, but just breathe and acknowledge you didn't get it done in the time frame you initially desired. Simple. It's actually simple. So you have to own that it didn't get done instead of going, I didn't do this, I'm a big fat loser, I'm this, I'm this. Forget that. Breathe and go, I didn't get it done. I didn't get it done. Absolutely, I didn't get it done. Once you've actually acknowledged it, that you didn't get it done, there is a little shift inside you. Now, it's not going to be 100%, oh yeah, I didn't get it done, whoopee. It's actually, okay, I didn't get it done. I can't blame anyone else, I didn't get it done. Then the next start to clearing that emotion is gratitude. And when I talk about gratitude, I'm talking about that you didn't get it done in this time frame. So write down all the benefits to you not getting this task or the results you wanted in this time frame that you initially put on yourself. Gratitude, how did it serve you to get that not done then? How did it serve you? How was it a benefit to you? How did it enhance your life? Gratitude that it didn't get done. When you do enough benefits or gratitude moments or reflections, once you've written that down, you will feel a physical shift in yourself to go, wow, it's actually not that bad after all. It sounded like a sheep. It's not that bad after all that I didn't get it done. Wow, this is actually not too shocking as what I thought. That shame and guilt that I talked about, this is dissolving right here, right now, just from doing that. Gratitude, benefit of not getting that done by that time frame. Now, when I say to you, you acknowledge that you didn't get it done, you are fully owning it. Yeah, I didn't get it done. Now, I'm not talking about the pom-pom, I didn't get it done. You're like, yeah, I didn't get it done. Yeah, I didn't get those results. Yeah. And it's a neutral, yeah, you're right, I didn't. And this is where you can actually achieve so much more when you fully breathe that and go, yeah, I didn't. And you're not run by your emotions. When you have got through that stage and you now can fully own it fully, yeah, I didn't get it done, then it's wise to look at what you did achieve. But gosh, I didn't achieve that, but look what I did achieve. I achieved this, 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 this. Now, even if there's only one thing on that list that you achieved with your results, that's okay. Or if there's 2, 10, 50, 100, anything on there, look at those rather than the other stuff that you didn't get done. And what I'm talking about looking at the flowers over the weeds. Wow, there's one flower there. Now there's 7 meters of weeds, but there's one flower that popped up. Isn't that magnificent? Wow, I did that one task. Wow, over all the other things I didn't do. So you're actually focusing on that one amazing thing or what you did achieve over what you didn't achieve. Right now, after doing gratitude, breathing, gratitude, and that, you are shifting in so quick concession in your mind going, oh yeah, I can see this. You're going to achieve more in this state of gratitude and where you are than previously. So that's why I said make sure you got your pen and paper hanging down here, because these are goodies. When you focus on the flowers over the weeds, you're then going to start again. And you're going to start that list again, but you're going to start with a different mindset. Your mind is going to be different. Your energy level is going to be different. And the things that were on your list, maybe you had 50 things on your list and you didn't see the results from. Maybe if those things on your list, you actually got 5 things less. So you're starting with a new list. So don't go back to your old list. Start with a completely new list and start writing out a new list and focus on that. Because it's different energy when you get rid of that other one and start doing a new one. Once you've got that list down of all the things you'd like to achieve, you're going to set new time frames and you're going to move the goalposts. And we call it moving the goalposts. You're going to move the goalposts. So it's okay to move the goalposts at any time. Before you start, during the time, and clearly not at the end because you've already done it. But it's okay to move those goalposts. So you're going to set new time frames that feel in alignment with you. And do not forget to put in life diversions. Life diversions, because they are important for you. So once you've got that, you're then going to do the big kahuna. And the big kahuna is called linking. Linking, linking, linking. L-E-N-K-I-N-G. And when I talk about linking, linking is a process that you do that shifts your energy levels, your inspiration. You actually feel very different when you start linking things because it gets done a lot quicker and in flow. Let's bring that down there a little bit. So let me show you how to talk about linking. So linking is how doing, you need pen and paper, how doing dit dit dit, and the dit 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 is whatever it is, how doing dit 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 will benefit dit dit dit. Now the second dit 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 is what is important to you. So how doing this will benefit whatever's important to you. So let's do an example. So let's talk about losing weight, because right now there is quite a few people who are having pandemic tummy, Christmas tummy, bloatedness, whatever it is. There's quite a few people going on around there. So let's look at that. Let's look at losing weight, because last year you decided you wanted to lose weight and you haven't done it. Blah, 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 blah. All these little Pac-Man stories are coming in. So you're going to ask yourself, when did this expectation come about on you? When did you specifically say, I'm going to lose weight, or I'm going to get fit, or I'm going to run a marathon, or I'm going to do... When did that expectation come about on you? And what was going on in your world then? Because there's clearly something going on in your world, mentally and physically, for you to put this expectation on you. There's nothing wrong with this expectation. This is just an expectation that you had back then. So, were you comparing yourself to someone else, or did someone else have that input in there, or is this all your stuff? So when you think about that, is it realistic? Remember I talked about realistic? Is this realistic? If it's realistic, why did you not get it done? Because if it's not realistic, then it wouldn't have been, if it was realistic, it would have been done. So this is where you do the linking. So the linking is how, we're going to talk about losing weight, how losing weight will benefit my, and if what's important to you is family environment, you're going to say how losing weight will benefit my family environment. How losing weight will benefit my, what's important to you, family environment. So one of the things, I came up with 3 things this morning, and one of them is you're going to have more vitality. So you're going to be ready to do more things with your family environment. You're going to, that's one. The other one I had was you're going to think differently. So you're changing your mindset around those around you, but also yourself. So you're going to think differently. Now, the only thing with that is you must be careful, because if you're going to lose weight and your family's going to keep the same way they are, you must be cautious that you're not going to project onto others, because there's nothing unsexier than someone projecting onto others of things that need doing in their mind. The other thing we've got with this is it shows you that you can do things. It shows you that you can achieve things that are important to you. And that is another one around the losing weight. So let's go to an example of if we had things we're going to achieve in our results was a profit of, say, 500,000 this year, last year, not this year, because we're looking at our results that we want to start. So if we went, oh my God, I didn't have a profit of 500,000 last year, that's what I wanted. So you're going to look at first, when did this expectation come about on you? We had this in the last one. When did the expectation come about on you? What was going on in your world then? We talked about this. What was going on in your world then? And were you comparing yourself to someone else? Were you looking at someone going, they can make that money, why can't I? If they can do this, why can't I? If it's realistic, why didn't you get it done? Now we're going to do the linking. So we're going to look at the linking for having this profit. So we're going to change it to how making a profit of 500,000 this year, so we're clearly not going to go back to last year, this year will benefit, which is what's important to you, my family environment. So say, for example, I'm going to say how making a profit of 500,000 will benefit my family environment, if this is what your expectation. So yet again, shows you can do things and achieve things. The other thing I had was you look at other options to invest for long-term thinking, and we're not going for short-term gratification. We're looking at what can we do for long-term thinking. The other thing is I talked about family environment, and my mind is a legacy. And to me, it's about leaving a legacy, whether that's your children, whether that's your animals, whatever that legacy you're leaving behind. So what are your goals for your future? So how making a profit of 500,000 will benefit my family environment. I'm looking at my legacy and I'm looking at my goals for the future. And I'm going to talk to my family about them. And I'm going to get them invested in it. Remember, there's no projection, but get them invested in it to help me move along and get them inspired about this. So that were just 3 little examples of things that I had. And that's part of the linking process. If you have any struggles with the linking process, bang them in the comments, send me a private message, and let me know what your dilemma is, and I can just quickly type a few things to let you know how to do that linking process. It is one of the greatest shifts. Once you've completed the linking process, you will have a different energy. Your shoulders will be back, your eyes will be brighter, there will be some inspiration in you. So set that realistic time frame that you had before. Is it realistic? And start processing. And like I said, it's okay to move the goalposts. We don't want you busting yourself to go crazy and do things that aren't in alignment with you. Make sure they're in alignment with you. And know that when things are in alignment, they go with the flow. They're not stagnant, they're not stiff, they're not disjointed, they go with the flow. So the key is to go with the flow in all of this, and not beat yourself up that you have to move the goalposts, because moving the goalposts is heaven sometimes. So that is me done and dusted. How to feel better when you aren't seeing the results. Thank you for joining me. Debz Cooper, Global Stressologist. If you have any questions, let me know. Thank you very much. Other than that, I will see you next week with another inspiring topic. Thanks, team. See you. Have a great break. Holiday. Time out. Whatever. Inspirational day.